Shawn Huang.
Mr. Speaker, Singapore's EV adoption is well-paced, with electric car registrations in 2022 exceeding 10% of all car registrations. Compared to 2021, this has almost tripled. In fact, this adoption rate has reached a new high of nearly 20% in the past couple of months. This trend has most certainly boded well for our national EV objectives. Users are more confident in purchasing an EV due to availability of EV models, charging infrastructure, competitive costs, and access to associated amenities. I want to congratulate and thank MOT for the work well done thus far in our EV transition. The continued deployment of EV infrastructure over the next 10 years is critical in maintaining our pace. By 2030, there will be over 60,000 EV charging points, of which 40,000 will be located in public car parks, whilst 20,000 will be in private premises. This project is a significant nationwide deployment. As such, it is timely for MOT to introduce the electric charging bill to ensure reliable EV charging services and infrastructure. Globally, nearly 25% of EV fires occur while charging. As such, it is vital that we can minimize the deployment of unregulated or ill-maintained chargers. I agree that LTA should have the power to regulate the supply, modification, advertisement, installation, certification, registration, use, and maintenance of EV chargers. Like elevators in our buildings, EV chargers should meet high standards with timely maintenance to ensure safe operations. Given the nascent EV charging technology, I'd like to ask the Minister how MOT will establish and review the certification and testing standards. How will these new standards affect current owners of EV chargers? What is the impact assessment? In the future, when these standards evolve, how will it affect EV chargers that are already implemented? To ensure a robust EV charging industry, operators will play a significant role in ensuring that EV charging experience is safe and reliable. As the capex investment for an EV charger is substantial, licensing and establishing commercial guidelines are essential to ensure commercial viability, price stability, and user reliability. I'd like to ask the Minister if there will be a cap on the number of licenses issued, and if there will be a minimum baseline load before a license is required. Also, how long will the license be valid? Finally, will the license be in sync with the commercial lifespan of the chargers? The network and accessibility of chargers are essential. A significant portion of the chargers will be located on private premises. How will the usage of these chargers be regulated? Will there be a distinction between EV chargers solely for private and public use? Can private owners provide charging services on an ad hoc basis? Another example is if the chargers are located within a private estate or home. Can the public pay for and use the charging infrastructure when visiting these private properties? How will this affect chargers on government premises and government-linked premises, such as JTC-managed properties? Will these EV chargers only be reserved for staff in the building? If there is restricted use clause, will a vehicle that requires emergency charging be able to use these facilities? The transition phase for any implementation will be dynamic. There will be disruption, and I'm encouraged that MOT and LTA have mentioned that they work closely with the industry to facilitate the transition. Mr. Speaker, I support the bill.